Good afternoon, everyone, and good day. It is a pleasure to speak with you in District 2. It's been a couple of weeks since I've last spoken to everybody via video, and it's always a pleasure as your public servant to speak with you about initiatives and things that are going on inside the city, and most of all, District 2. Today's council meeting had quite a few things that were good and some things that were hard to vote on. The biggest thing that was really positive today was the ransom initiative, which is a initiative to use homeless people and homeless veterans within the city to employ them. As I say, as litter getters who are picking up litter throughout the city and throughout the district, pay them a salary, teach them a trade, and help them transition into a full-time position with the city of Mobile. And then also, with that in place, help them transition into permanent housing too. And we're going to start out, I think, with six members or six individuals and hopefully grow this program. The initial investment into this program is $27,000, which is a small amount for a very, very good program that may or will, I hope, turn into a great initiative. Because not only can these individuals begin out picking up trash, but can continue on into painting and carpentry and all the other things that city departments need. As you guys know, we have people that cut the right-of-way that we're well behind on what we need, what right-of-ways cut. So this is a good initiative. I look forward to it. I was a supporter of it today, and I think that is a great start. The other thing, which has been a big ticket, has been the GAFRS initiative. Unfortunately, today, the GAFRS initiative, it failed. And I've constantly said, is it the right place, right time for the initiative? I basically felt in voting no on this is that $8 million could be spent and make a bigger impact in other neighborhoods throughout the city that really need it, like the campground, Lord MLK, St. Stephen's Road corridor back behind the graveyard, and in neighborhoods where or that have been economically depressed for some time that really need help. There are also other districts or census tracts within the city that qualify for this money that could also use the help. Mobile Terrace, Maysville, even areas in District 4 that need help with single family housing. The city of Mobile is thousands of units short when it comes to single family housing. And $8 million can go a very long way into helping revitalize a neighborhood with housing infill and new housing and infrastructure improvement. And I think, or just thought, that would be the better use of $8 million. The other thing on the agenda today were the 4 redistricting plans, 2 of which were tabled, and the other 2, which is the mayor's proposed map on redistricting, and also the community's maps on redistricting that were corrected, were tabled or laid over until August 9th, which is the last possible day that we can vote on this plan without the mayor's plan becoming or going into effect automatically. So today was just a little bit of housekeeping done on it. And basically I'm asking, and I continue to ask, that the council at this point has to trust one another to do the right thing, has to have enough trust to know that if we're going to grow the city, then we also have to have a city that is equally represented based on what the last census count says. And if we can get to those things, then I think that we can eventually get to a point to where we can also grow the city through either population growth or an annexation attempt. And lastly, the mayor today, or the administration staff for the mayor, started introducing us to what they see or maybe our possible annexation plan for the city's growth. And it encompasses an annexation tip of just shy of 26,000 people. It takes in areas that are south and west, and also north and west, and some over on the north side of the city. And it, right now I don't know all the details, but there's been some polling done that suggests that this might be a good attempt. Some of the polling data right now suggests that the proportionate attempt to this may be 60% white, 30% black, and 10% other, but there may be some changes in other areas added of thought. The revenue coming out of this may be fruitful, but we still have yet to see what the projections look like solidly over the next 5 years or 4 years going into the next cycle. So the conversations have started, and I look forward to bringing this information and being as transparent as possible with the citizens of District 2 and also the city of Mobile when it comes to annexation. At some point, we're going to have to grow the city. Do we do it now or do we do it later? We have to consider that. But in the meantime, I also know that we need to finish this most important thing first, which by law, the only legal thing the city is required to do is redistricting. So as we finish that and look forward to a possible annexation attempt, then I suggest that we all keep our heads glued forward, try to trust each other that everybody's going to do the right thing in the best interest of the city. So it's always a pleasure to speak with you, and it's a pleasure and privilege to be your public servant. As we move forward and trust each other and do the things that we're supposed to do to make Mobile the best possible place to live, especially here in District 2. Good night, everybody, and have a great week.